My autistic daughter never speaks jestity. She saved a child's life with 4 perfect words. For 6 years I've been raising a daughter who communicates through pictures, gestures, and tablet, apps minus but never words. Tezite was diagnosed with nonverbal autism at age 2, and despite years of therapy she's never spoken a single complete sentence. The specialist told us she might never speak. I've learned to understand her world minus the way she arranges her toys in perfect lines, how she covers her ears when the neighbor's dog barks, her absolute terror of public bathrooms with automatic flush toilets. We've built a life around her needs, and I've accepted that her voice might always be digital, coming from the speech app on her tablet. Last Sunday we were at Highland Park for our weekly routine. Tassius loves the swings minus the repetitive motion soothes her, minus so we always spend at least an hour there. I was pushing her, counting out loud like always. 1, 2, 3 WH, it's our thing. That's when I noticed a little boy, maybe 3 years old, wandering alone near the pond. He was wearing bright red boots and a dinosaur shirt, toddling dangerously close to the water's edge. I looked around frantically for his parents, but the closest adults were group chatting by the picnic tables, completely oblivious. I had to help, but Tazage panics if her swing routine is interrupted. Living her alone wasn't an option. I was calculating how quickly I could get her down and over to the boy when something extraordinary happened. Mia's swing slowed. She was staring intently at the little boy, who had now reached the pond's edge, and was leaning forward to touch the water. Then my daughter, who has never spoken a complete sentence, opened her mouth and shouted 4 perfect, clear words. Her voice was loud, urgent, and unmistakable. The group of adults turned instantly. A woman screamed and sprinted toward the pond, reaching the little boy just as he started to lose his balance. She scooped him up as his red boot was already submerged. I stood frozen, one hand still on the empty swing. Dis had already climbed down and was sitting cross-legged in the moat, arranging petals in a straight line, completely calm minus, as if she hadn't just shattered 6 years of silence to save a child's life. The boy's mother was sobbing, thanking us repeatedly. I just turned away for 1 second to get his juice, she kept saying. I don't know what would have happened if she tried to thank Tages directly, but my daughter was deep in her pebble lining ritual, her window of communication firmly closed again. I explained about her autism, but this was the first time she'd ever spoken words. Then it's a miracle, the woman whispered, still clutching her son. Maybe it was, or maybe my daughter has been understanding everything all along, waiting for something important enough to break through her silence that night. I asked Tiaz if she wanted to try speaking again. She just handed me her tablet with the picture of bedtime routine displayed. But now I know her voice is in there, and when it really matters minus, when it's truly life or death minus, my silent daughter knows exactly what to say. Sometimes the most powerful words are the ones saved for the perfect moment.